Hello and good morning and welcome to NovaThawts. I am your host, Nova Luxurious, and we're going to go ahead and do what we always do, and we're going to do this shameless plug. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I am at Nova_Luxurious. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I am at Nova Luxurious, and SoundCloud at Nova Luxurious. I have a mixtape out. It's called Wildcard. You should get it. It's free. Support is free, honey. Stream it, you can download it and share it with a friend, honey. It's up to you. And now that we got that out the way, we can just go ahead and get started. I hope everybody has had a beautiful week and weekend. My week was cute. I performed twice this week. I did on Wednesday and I did on Saturday, or last night, I should say. And it's been fun. I've been doing this band thing for like a minute. And not a minute, like a few months. Yeah, a few months, like under 5. And it's been panning out. It's been fun. We've been really getting some things popping a little bit. So it's been a fun little gig, and I'm not mad at it. So we performed, and last night we performed at 529 in East Atlanta Village, which is a really cute venue. I've been there before. I don't remember when. It was like back in like 2015-ish. I can't remember what the situation was, but I remember I was with my friend, one of my good friends, and I was there. But I forgot how cute it was, and it was a nice venue. They were well prepared. Unlike a lot of these spaces in Atlanta, it's no shade, but for all those of us who are performers around here, we all know this blues, honey. When you are at a performance venue and nothing is together, the sound ain't, the speakers and things aren't up to par, and you just got to make it work. And so we've been having to do that lately. So it was a nice refresher to be at a venue that was like equipped to do these types of shows. So with bands and things. So I have fun and everything was cute. That's all I got to say. I felt like I was 21 again last night, because normally when I do these gigs, I'd by the end of the show or the performance, I'm already calling my Uber and I am getting ready to punch it to the house, because she's got to work in the morning, or she's got to do something, go somewhere. And a lot of times she just don't want to be hanging out, and she just wants to be in her house. But last night I was like, well, I ain't got nothing going on today or tomorrow when I said it, but now tomorrow is today. So I decided to hang out, and I slept at a friend's house. It was cute. I felt like I was young again. That was one of those, you come in the house at 8, 9 in the morning, feel like you just had a full night out. I'm there right now. It's cute. You can have those nights every now and then. You just can't do it all the time when you get older, honey. I'm more looking at it like, how did I do it then? Because then I had to work. I worked on the weekends and worked in the mornings on the weekends. So I would be going out, and then somehow I'd make it to work at 7 a.m. I'd be at 7, make it there at 6:30, 6:45, get just there and doing the job and everything, honey. I don't know how I did that. I guess it's just when you're young, you just got the energy to pull that off, honey, when you're younger, because I'm still young, but younger, Now I'm at that age where it's like, honey, we can, you have to kind of space those times out, because we on some other shit right here. But yeah, then, girl, ripping and running, honey. But all in all, I had a good weekend. I can honestly say that. So I was trying to come up with a theme for this episode all week at work, and I was toying with some things, and I think this is going to be a week of chops. That's the theme I'm thinking. There was some things going on this week that were just total chops to me, and we just gotta talk about it. starting with my own personal, which was my whole rant earlier about venues not being together and just people not being together in general, but they're supposed to be something, what they say they're supposed to be something, or how am I trying to say this? They say they're something, but they're not what they claim that they are. I guess that's where I'm trying to go with this. They say that, they give you this grandiose thing, and then when it's time to show and prove, honey, it's it's Chopsville, honey. Chops everywhere. It's like, girl. And so I've just been encountering that a lot in my personal, just like navigating through trying to get this art done and out there and together. And I'm trying to, like, your girl is trying to, maximize. I don't know. Your girl is trying to expand. And so I've been trying to, like, because you can't do it all. You can't do it all by yourself. So I'm trying to, like, really, work with people who claim that they are like-minded individuals. They're trying to get somewhere. And I don't know, just when it's time to show and prove, it's not there. And, a part of me, I don't want to say I'm losing. Because I'm going to keep going. Like, I'm not, but it's just disappointing, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It's a very disappointing kind of thing, because it's like, listen, I'm not getting no younger, and I need things to work, and I don't have a whole lot of money, so I can't go to the top notch girl just yet. So I'm trying to work with the girls who are hungry and can make $1 out of 15 cents, girl, who can make it work on the budget, honey. Like Spike Lee circa the early years, girl, because didn't he make it work on that shoestring budget? That's where I'm at with it, girl. Like, I'm trying to make magic with beans, girl. Do you get me? Beans and rocks. So, so we can get the funding in the capital to get more, okay, girl? So, and to do more. So, I don't have time to waste, honey. And these girls are just pity-pat-patting and playing. So we're going to give a chop to those girls. We're going to give a chop to those girls that aren't what they say they are. Those girls that fall short, because they're just a waste of time. A word to the wise people, I don't claim to know everything. I'm not an expert. I'm not Iyanla. I can't fix your life. But, I am someone who is navigating through this world just like you. And I am someone who, I like to think that I'm smart. I like to think that I'm intelligent. And I like to, help people see things from different perspectives, And girl, if you girls are trying to make, something happen, we understand the faking it till you make it mentality, but you have to actually make it at some point in some way. So I want you girls to do that. Like, if you say you a producer in this, honey, don't bring me up in your, closet with a phone with an app on it, with a recording app talking about, I'm finna record it and I'm gonna do it all from my phone. And you want to charge me X amount of dollars an hour to record and blah, blah, blah. Girl, no. Don't have me, thinking you're a legit photographer and you coming out here with an old Nokia talking about, and an iPhone talking about, we gonna take it, and a cracked screen iPad talking about, we finna take pictures and do it that way. Absolutely not. Come correct. Like, come correct, honey. Don't claim you're a venue and you ain't got speakers and microphones and things and cords and, blah, blah, blah. That's all we trying to say. Come correct. We're going so for those people that's not coming correct, it's a chop, but do better. And we're expecting you to do better, honey. It's not the end of the world. Just, we want you to do better, honey. So I guess we can go ahead and get into this. While I was at work, I happened to glaze over the DJ Envy situation, in which he felt the ways about whatever those two guys' names, and there's no shade to them, I just can't remember right now, but they said they made a joke on their little show, or I'm sorry, I don't mean to say it like that, like it's all condescending, their little show, but they made a joke on their show, and, you know, it was something to the effect of, they basically, DJ Envy's wife is staying for the check, and DJ Envy felt like they disrespected his wife, and so I guess he felt the ways and walked off his own show, trying to, you know, trying to be upset when the reason that you are in this predicament is all because of you, girl. You're not a victim, sis. You know, that's all I got to say about that. You're not a victim. You're not one of these girls that, you know, they didn't like call your wife a dirty hoe or nothing like that. And they're probably right. That was probably one of the deciding factors that she decided to stay with your ass. She was like, well, girl, I mean, am I really trying to do this with 5 kids by my lonesome? You know, like, she probably thought about all of that. And she probably has been taking every bit of your check to make you pay for it. I don't know, honey. I guess, you know, they say hit dogs will holler, so she's hollering. And she felt the ways, honey. She squawked, honey. You know, so you over here getting all puffed in the chest about people talking about they disrespected your wife. Girl, you disrespected your wife when you cheated on her. Apparently multiple times. I don't know how you could do that, honey. You always be trying to play like you this family man on the radio, and you out here fucking other bitches and shit. You know, whatever, girl. You're not a victim, DJ Envy. You do this to people all the time. And now it's just your turn. You done fucked up. You done got it, it's all out in the media now, and it's open for public discussion. And like I said, they didn't call your wife out, girl. She's not a victim, so she gets a chop just for doing the most. Dylan Roof's sister apparently is feeling a ways about these school walkouts for school shootings, and she's saying some horrible things on her Snapchat. I didn't really, you know, I don't keep up with these white supremacists and things, honey. You had me at white supremacists, so I don't say I don't really care, because I do care, but I just don't, like, I don't have the energy to put into that, because it's already what it is. They don't like me. I don't give a fuck about them. You know, that's where I store them in my mind, and I think everybody should. Like, when you find out somebody has an illogical hatred for you or your kind, girl, cut the cord. Okay, well, that's cute. Boom. Like, and that's really where I'm at with it. But apparently she said some really questionable things on her Snapchats, and she brought some little knife and weed and things to school. So I guess because of everything she was saying on her Snapchat, they decided to, like, confront her at school, and I think she's, like, in some real big shit trouble. And I just hope that little girl go sit her ass down somewhere, looking like Dakota Fanning in The Secret Life of Bees. Back when she was living in the dirty house with her dirty daddy, excuse me. Looking like that, girl, like you just been running through the woods and the weeds and shit. Girl, go sit down. You see your brother is on death row trying that dumb shit. Personally, yeah, I just don't have anything for those types of people. So just a chop. What else has been going on? I don't know. Those are the only 2 stories that really stood out to me. This might be a short podcast, bitch. Oh no, never mind. Oh, we back. RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 3. I don't know what the fuck that was, bitch. That whole setup was Twilight Zone for me when I was watching it go down. Cause it just really, I just want to start by saying I like all the queens that were left. But as far as who I thought should have won and who should have been in the top two should have been Shangela and Kennedy. And Shangela should have took it. Didn't play out that way. Somehow Trixie made her way up in there. And that was really it. She won. And then the end of the season song that they lip synced to was Wrecking Ball, girl. That song. I think I mixed up Wrecking and Cyrus. I don't know, girl. That song. She came in like a wrecking ball. And it wrecked me. Cause I couldn't take it. I didn't know what I don't know. I really don't. I have nothing for that. That was just that's a chop, like all the way. It's no shade to Trixie, because I do like her as a drag queen, even though she has a reputation for being a real cutthroat ass bitch in the circuit or whatever when they out performing. I heard she's not that nice and things, but you know, that's just hearsay, whatever. She probably ain't though. I could see it. She kind of gives off like bitchy queen. So I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. I just don't think she should have won. I don't know what type of trickery or whatever was going on. I don't know. Did she pay somebody or promise somebody a portion of the money? I don't know, honey, but something happened. And that bitch won it, apparently. No, but it's whatever. It was just a chop on the whole thing, but you know, congratulations, I guess, to Trixie. She's gonna go out there and be even more bitchy now because she done won the title, girl. That's cute. Overall, that was just a chop. Yeah, that I'm still gagged over that, honey. I would like to say though, everybody at the end of this, you know, for the reunion things, they all look really good. Like, I even enjoyed Milk's whole maimed and gutted bitch. A little demonic in a way, but like, it was still cute. I don't know. I didn't really get it, but it was one of those times when it didn't bother. So, Aja looks great. Everybody looks good. Everybody looks good. But this whole decision was a chop, though. I'm sorry, honey. That was just a chop from the gate. I'm not with it. Yeah, that's all I got on that. That's all I got on that and life. I guess now for next week, I'm looking forward to, because Miss Star is coming back. I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to, well, the have and the have nots. That's another chop. Girl, I'm so glad we got into that. But I'm looking forward to them coming back May 1st, because that cliffhanger was a whole chop for anybody that watches. If you haven't been watching Miss Have and the Have Nots, you need to get into it. It's everything. I'm not gonna bore y'all with a whole review, but it's everything. But that last episode, they had the opportunity to give you a really cute cliffhanger, and it fell flat. It was just kind of like, everybody was just left like, okay, so that's it. I mean, I know y'all coming back in May, but y'all could have left us with a little bit of it was just like, okay, girl. So I can't wait for that to come back too. But that's a chop. That whole last part was a chop. Tyler, I don't know what's going on. You and your writers, I don't know who you got, but that whole writing team is a slight chop, because y'all very bad at tying up loose ends. Y'all don't ever really tie it up the way it needs to be tied up. Certain things in the storyline are inadequate. You know, like it was one thing a few months ago and then it's a whole nother situation. It's like y'all need to really do better at making sure that you tie up these loose ends. And because we still don't know what happened to motherfucking Celine has disappeared, and her storyline was cute. So I don't know if y'all got to get a whole new Celine and the whole Jim and his Latino family, but y'all need to do something, because honey, that's what's going on. Where is Celine? Like, are y'all saving her for a rainy day, bitch? Like, where is she? So Tyler, honey, get it together with this writing. And I'm so glad, because in talking about writing, the next chop came to me. So this New Mutants movie, and I know I'm like all over the place. People, bear with me, stay with me, honey. I am hungover. I just smoked a blunt, and I needed to get this podcast done because I said, no, you're gonna do one today, bitch. So I'm gonna be jumping all over, but we gonna get. So this New Mutants is being released. They've already had it to like basically delay and reshoot and redo some things, I guess. And so now in the redos of the redos, they have added characters, and one of the characters that they've added and recasted, or I think she was already in the script, like they wrote her character in, but I think she was going to be played by Rosario Dawson, and I'm talking about Dr. Cecilia Reyes. She's going to be in the New Mutants, which I'm like, girl, why would that's strike one. Dr. Reyes was not around, and like, in fact, when the New Mutants were formed, Dr. Reyes was probably still a kid herself, just not, you know, probably a little younger than them. So why? But okay. Dr. Reyes came later. But if you've ever read the X-Men, basically she's this Dr. Cecilia Reyes. She's this Afro-Latina from the Bronx who put herself through school, medical school, and was like starting her residency as a doctor. Somewhere along the line, her powers manifested, and I guess her powers are basically her body can not eject, but she can form like a force field. Like her body can generate force fields around her, like protective force fields off instinct. Like if somebody were to shoot at her, her body would just instantly force field, which is, I mean, honey, I want that power, bitch. Especially what's going on these days, honey. I need, like, that's a power one would need, honey. I want that one. But so yeah, she was approached by Professor X before, like, kind of like an off-script kind of thing. Like, it was like a flashback scene situation. And she basically said, no, like, I'm starting my career. I'm just going to be a doctor. I'm not even like one of those mutants whose powers really are useful in that way. So, no. For battle or anything. So, she was just like, no, and I would appreciate it if we keep this between us because I don't want it getting out that I'm a mutant. Blah, blah, blah. So, fast forward to the Zero Tolerance era of Bastion and the Omega Sentinels, which are these like android human hybrids. Like, they have been kidnap people and implant them with this programming, and they're Omega Sentinels. So like Bastion does this. I think that was his name, Bastion. So on command, these people would just turn into. So she's doing her job. Gets this patient. He comes in with a gunshot wound. He dies. he activates after he dies and turns into an Omega Sentinel and tries to shoot this bitch and, you know, shoot Dr. Reyes. And her powers enacted, and boom, she was exposed as a mutant. And she was rescued by Iceman, and then, you know, from there on, she was kind of like in and out the team. And she's like the mutant doctor, like she's the go-to doctor, like she still works with them and stuff. So like she's kind of like an unofficial X-Man, but she wasn't in the New Mutants era of like that. Like, you know, she wasn't around. She would probably still have been, she'd been entering junior high or some shit like around that time. So no, but so that's the story of Dr. Reyes, and she's just unique because, like I said, she was a Puerto Rican Afro-Latina, but she was, you know, black girl with locks, and she was Puerto Rican, and she spoke, you know, they showed her speaking Spanish. So it was just like, whoever wrote her was like a very unique, and that was like in the late 90s. So it's like, you know, whoever thought to create their character was ahead of their time. I tell you that, bitch. You know, they like must have called it, honey. But anyway, they were very like, yeah, whoever created that character, kudos to them. And there she was. But for this New Mutants movie, they were gonna go with Rosario Dawson, which is cool because Rosario Dawson is Afro-Latina. I mean, she's a little lighter than I would like, and they could go easily find like Yaya DaCosta. There's a lot of chocolate Afro-Latino girls that are actresses that could have really played that part. But, you know, they were gonna go Rosario Dawson, which I guess nobody really objected because, you know, Rosario Dawson is very much in her Afro-Latina zhuzh, like she knows what she is, I guess. But then they recasted her with this white Latin woman, and she's the girl in what's that show where she was her boyfriend was a drug runner, and her and old girl had to get out to Mexico, and they fled to Texas, and she got under the wing of the wife of the drug lord that killed her boyfriend. That Queen of the South, that's the show. It's the lead actress from that show. She is gonna play Dr. Cecilia Reyes now. And that is a chop. Like, it was a half of a chop for them not digging deep and finding a darker skinned black girl to play Dr. Reyes. But now it's just a whole chop because she's a totally whole different race. You know, and I know some of the girls are like, oh, well, girl, she's a Latina, so it doesn't matter. Some of the black girls, you know, they don't, you know, they be color struck too, so they don't anything to not promote a darker girl, with a lot of them girls, no shade, but all tea. So they're just like, well, at least she's Latina, and it's like, no, she's not. Y'all come in different, and if that's not how she looks, honey. In the comic book, she looks like this. So why you got her out here looking like Penelope Cruz, bitch? Like, no, but I forget the actress's name. I mean, I like her, and she's kind of like a step up, like a Michelle Rodriguez 2.0. Ooh, she play her cards right. That would be a good little role for her, like, because I don't know what Michelle is doing. She's just off her Fast and Furious pooch. It's like, honey, you can come and take that spot low key. But anywho, she could have been other people. Like, are there some Latin girls? I know there are. There's Pharaoh, she's Latin, and her sister. That would actually be cute if she was Pharaoh on X-Force. See, anyway. Yeah. So that's a chop. I'm not going to go see that movie now. I know that's might be petty to some, but it's not petty to me because, you know, in this age of black girl magic, and we see it like we're seeing the numbers of what blackness is doing, and, you know, people just still don't want to get with the program. So yeah, I'm not going to go see that. I just really am waiting for Fox to hand everything back to Marvel and let Marvel and Disney do what they did with the Avengers, because they really did the Avengers justice, and they can do the same for the X-Men. It's like, it makes no sense to me that the X-Men have been treated the way they have been treated, like Chop by Fox, girl, Fox. The people who make these decisions at Fox need their ass whooped. The people who wrote the stories, the made up stories, and taking characters out of the history, like, and just jumbling up and just putting whatever you feel to put. All y'all need your asses whooped for that. Just the Chop. It's all the Chop. Yeah, I'm really upset about that, actually, because I was like, I mean, I would have endured the fact that this was totally taken out of context if they made Dr. Reyes look the way she's supposed to look. But because they ain't gonna do that, I really don't want to see that shit now. I really don't. Like, I don't know what the fuck. And that trailer was a whole Chop. Like, it's like a horror movie. It's like American Horror Story, but with mutants. And it's like, girl, if y'all don't get the fuck out of here with this shit and tell the story of the New Mutants and how they came to be a team of their own, and kind of like, girl. But anywho, I'm going to get off this thing now, because I feel like I've been talking forever and I ran out of libations, so my mouth is really getting dry. I hope everybody continues to have a good weekend. Enjoy this Sunday fun day, because I know I am about to lay up, honey. I'm just about to lay up and just be cute for a minute. I said I was gonna go to Little 5 Points and do some looky-looing, but I think I'm just about to sit my ass down for a minute. Y'all be easy. Remember to take care of yourselves, love on each other, and drink a lot of water. Yes, honey, your kidneys are important, girl. Peace.